I'm making this video, and it's probably going to be called, like, why I'm not watching reviews for Spider-Man PS4. And one big reason I'm not going to is I want to go in open-minded. And by that, I mean, before watching a movie, I'll watch trailers for it, and it looks great. You know, it looks amazing. Then I'll watch reviews for it, and then they start talking about how bad the movie is. You know, I can't think of a movie on the top of my head, but you know, it'll be like, oh, this movie wasn't that good. The acting was bad, CGI was bad, action was bad, and you know, let's just say it was something I was really looking forward to. I'll go into this movie, like, even though I'm still saying, like, oh no, I'm not gonna be biased. You know, I'm gonna like what I'm gonna like. I know I'm gonna go into this movie, like, subconsciously with that review in mind. They're gonna be talking about, I'm gonna be looking at the CGI and going like, that does look bad. I'll be looking at the acting and I'll be like, it could be better. You know, it'll be stuff like that. And even when I've tried not to be like biased towards it, like I am, or like unbiased, I still am. And that's a big thing for me is reviews for this game. I feel like there are, like, I've already seen like thumbnails and whatnot, and people are saying like, greatest Spider-Man game ever, and worth the hype and stuff like that. And I feel like no review is biased, or unbiased, I should say. They're gonna be saying like, you know, I try to go into this movie or into this game with a clear mind, and honestly, that's not true. That really isn't true, no matter how much they say it is, because whether you're looking forward to this game or looking to bash this game, I don't really, you know, it's whatever you want. But I remember like a good way I could word it is like, one time I went to go watch The Dark Knight Returns, or Rises, whichever one. Yeah, I think it was The Dark Knight Rises. And I went with my friend, and we were watching that movie, and we were like, oh, this is a fantastic movie. It's great. Then we got back to his place, and I was gonna stay the night there. My mom calls me. And she asks me, oh, what'd you think of the movie? And I said, it was pretty good. I really liked it. I'm not sure if it's better than The Dark Knight. But then my friend looks over to me, and he's like, oh yeah, it was better than The Dark Knight. And I was like, yeah, I guess it is, you know, like, really thinking about it, I was like, well, maybe it is. So, even though I didn't really, like, necessarily know how to feel about the movie, even though I still really did enjoy it, and it's not a bad movie by any stretch, but I already went in, my expectations had been met, and so that's what already made me go like, oh, this movie is better than The Dark Knight, even if it really isn't, you know? And so that's just something, like, in my opinion, like, that I've noticed, and that's why I feel the reviewer, like, people who are gonna review this movie, even though they say, like, you know, going in with a clear mind, you know, not gonna be biased, they really are. And they want to see something. I don't blame them. They want to see something succeed. You know, I do as well. But, like, again, you can't not be biased, you know? Because, let's just say all these previous Spider-Man games were pretty, some of them were disappointing, some of them were actually pretty great. But for the most part, it's I would say it's on equal, like, there are just as many bad games as there are good games for it. And so people are, you know, like, oh, comparing it to Spider-Man 2. And I did this in the previous, like, whatchamacallit I did. And I feel like it's because they're kind of biased towards Spider-Man 2. Like, if you see gameplay for Spider-Man 2, it really doesn't hold up. Like, the web swinging does, but that's about it. The voice acting is terrible. The game's story, like, since it's kind of loosely based on the movie, but at the same time it's like based on the movie, it's still pretty bad. Except the movie. The movie's actually pretty good. But, you know, like, people are going in biased, you know? And people like Insomniac. people played the other Insomniac game. What was it called? Sunset Overdrive, and they're going into this game in a way knowing what to expect, and they're already finding it fantastic, you know. And you know, that's good. You know, I'm not really tripping over that. You know, it's just if I was to go into these videos looking for reviews, I want to hear the positive stuff because I want to be positive about I want to know for a fact this game's gonna be good. You know, like I remember someone was making like a joke video of like how, like, at first they were bashing Charlie Cox for for playing Daredevil, and the dislikes were insane. Only it's because they didn't want to hear that. It was something that they liked, and they wanted to hear the good about it, and that's it. You know, that's how I know for a fact that's how I'm gonna be. You know, like, I'm human. That's what I'm gonna be thinking, and I'm not gonna do that. You know, I already bought the limited edition PS4. I'm already in ways I'm already pretty biased towards this, but on to the next subject. Spoilers. The spoilers for the game are gonna be insane. Like, it's crazy how like just in thumbnails alone, I'll see like something that's kind of spoilery, and it'll be a turnoff to hear about it, because I don't want to hear it. I just want to play the game for myself, experience it for myself. I'll probably give it like a week or so before I would give my opinion about it. And yeah, I just don't like spoilers. Like, I don't mind them, but at the same time, I'm not looking for them, you know? I'm gonna avoid them if I can, and if I can't, well then, oh well. You know, it's not gonna like hurt the game for me. And I want to talk about like I guess you could say like the elephant in the room is the comparisons between this and Spider-Man 2. I did a little bit earlier, like probably like a minute or two ago. And I know for a fact the voice acting, the graphics, obviously, the combat's gonna be better. Like, it's gonna have so many like improvements upon these other ones, and I can guarantee you, like, every single review will be comparing it to Ultimate Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, and the Arkham trilogy. Alright? I would bet $1 billion on this, because that's gonna happen. You know, the only times that they're not gonna happen is when people are just literally just talking about the game, but not saying anything good or bad about it. But it's gonna be, obviously compared to Spider-Man 2, and Ultimate Spider-Man. Both are pretty fantastic games. Again, I'm still more of a fan of Spider-Man 2, only because like my nostalgia glasses for that game. That's a game I'm looking forward to. But the one comparison that I'm not gonna be getting, honestly, is Batman. I just don't see it. You know, Batman's Batman, Spider-Man's Spider-Man, you know? It's I was legitimately about to say what I was gonna say about in like the last video I made, but you know, there shouldn't be comparisons. Nostalgia glasses off. It's hard to say because I haven't even played the game. It hasn't even come out yet. And I'm trying to think, like, will this be better? Won't it? And I think in ways it'll be better than Batman or the Arkham trilogy. But at the same time, if the trilogy hadn't been made, it wouldn't have been as good as it already is, you know? Again, I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying it's bad. I haven't played it. I'm just going to assume it's going to be good because I feel like Insomniac knows what they're doing. And, you know, so they're going to do a good job. Like, here I am. I'm trying to not be biased. I can't even speak right. I'm trying to not be biased, but I'm going to be. And, you know, it's just something in a way you kind of have to live with. But yeah. It's not going to be as good as it wouldn't have been as good if it wasn't for this for Spider-Man or Batman. If it wasn't for Batman, this game wouldn't have been good at all, probably. The Batman trilogy, Batman Arkham Asylum, is probably, honestly, my favorite one of the three. Only because, in terms of story, it's the best one, in my opinion. But, you know, that's going to be something when I start talking about comparing it to those three, which, honestly, I'm going to be posting videos about it, and then I want to give it, like, I'm not going to do it immediately. I know people are going to be doing it immediately. That's not something I want to do. I'm going to be taking my time with it, you know. I'm going to give it about a week before I, lay down, like, what I liked, what I didn't like, and then what I liked about Batman Arkham Asylum, then Batman Arkham City, Batman Arkham Knight. You know, I'm just going to be, like, saying what I liked about those movies or games, comparing them. We're going to see. I feel like I'm just repeating myself now. I'm just going to be talking about what it is, how I'm going to like it and whatnot. But yeah, you know, video's pretty much over, and so you guys have a good one. Bye.